Hello, this is Pat Walker at MissionWinners.com doing a review of some major ETFs so that we can see where there is strength and or weakness in the markets. Where do we start with? Well, we're taking a look at, we're just doing it in alphabetical order here. So what do we have right here? The IBD 50, Innovators 50, going sideways. Look at this, you kind of have on the weekly, this is weekly on the left, daily on the right. Kind of have a nice little base right in here. One negative, the stock's thin, okay? Pretty thin in here, something to take into consideration. And it's just going sideways. That's fair enough to see. It's interesting that the market is rallying, though. Think about this. The market's rallying, and this is going sideways. Something to chew on. Let's continue on. Gold weekly. Gold miners had a good lift. Something to remember, something that we can look for. I'm going to refresh this chart to make sure volume is good. There we go. That's nice. Good pickup there on some volume. Something bears watching. Gold weekly picking up with it. That's good to see. We like that. Let's continue on. Biotechnology. Weekly. Grinding on up. Bit of a reversal. This is why we look at the weekly. Got some tops right here, okay? Also, you can say, oh gosh, maybe it's going to move. Factor this into the equation. Took a lot of power just to get to the breakout. Best thing it could do is maybe form a handle. All right? Next one is take American Technology, North American Tech, grinding on up. Lower volume on the weekly, grinding on up in the daily. That's nice to see. Technology. What does that tell us? It says, technology doesn't look that bad. I can look at those stocks. That's why we do this. Systematize. Small caps doing fine, as you can see right here. Hanging in there. Pulled back just a little bit on the weekly. Daily pulled back, but the trend is up. There's no big entry right here, but it tells you something. They're buying small cap stocks too. We'll continue onward. Remember what I said. They're buying small cap stocks too. What does that mean? You'll see. Oil services. When you see this, what does it tell you right away? Skip the oil services. There ain't nothing good going on right now. Software. Hanging in there. Good to see. Let me refresh this to make sure we're good. Hanging in there. Could form a handle right here. Take out these tops right here. See that? Had some volume on the daily right here. You see this? Something to consider, but maybe it'll form a handle and take through these tops. We'll see. Qs. The broad market. NASDAQ 100. Look at the nice trend right here. And what have we done? That's why we've been involved in some technology stocks and have been riding them for a while, all through here. Tesla, Apple, Alibaba, stocks like that. Steel, what does this tell you right here? Refresh it to make sure it's good. What does this tell you? Ignore it. It's steel. It's not doing anything. It's not leading. Move on. Fell on heavy volume. Go on. Semiconductors. Now, isn't this interesting? This is another one. What does this tell you? Oh, they're buying semiconductors. Now, am I telling you to buy it today? No, I'm not saying that. It's a bit extended. Give it a couple more weeks maybe and we'll have another lift. Had a lift right in here. We're in this. We're in this. We'll see what it does. Am I suggesting buy more as I stated? No, I'm not. That's not the point here. But folks, if you were looking at it a couple weeks ago or a month ago, you'd sit there and say, dang, that looks pretty good. You know, maybe that sucker will start to lift. Oh, surprise, surprise, surprise. Look at that. Isn't that nice? And there you go. That's why we do what we do. Spiders, moving on up. Nice to see. Good trend. Solar, by the way, we own SSO, the leveraged one. Solar, picking up a little bit, lifting through here. Maybe look at some solar stocks. TNA, small caps, just like IWM, doing fine. What does that tell us again? Hey, they're buying small caps. That's normally riskier. They're buying them. That's a plus. Risk on. Oil here, picking up a little bit. Let me refresh this real quick. We're almost done. Oil is picking up a little bit. Right in here. Perhaps take out these tops. Something maybe watch. Aerospace and defense. It's just going sideways. Maybe if it starts to take this out right in here, it would be good. It would be good. Cross these tops. Right now, really not much to do with it. Home builders, just going sideways, forming a base. Basic materials has been steadily rising. That's good to see. Can you see? These ETFs have been telling us Most of these ETFs have been saying, hey, the trend is up. Watch me. And we know what the market's been doing. Communication services, hanging in okay. Right here, XLC, XLE, energy. What does this chart tell you? We just saw, watch this. That one's going sideways. Sideways. Going sideways. Trending, going sideways. Been trending up. Trending up. What does this tell you? This ain't doing nothing. Leave it. Forget the energy stocks for right now. Now, maybe it'll go sideways and go across these tops. Then we can look at it. But don't expect or don't assume it's going to. Let price tell you what to do. Price and volume. Financials are doing good. That's good to see. That's nice to see. You like a market that's rallying and financials are going with it. That's good to see. By the way, am I saying buy it here? No, it's a bit extended. Wait for it to form a base. And this weekly bar was telling. Heavier volume. Continue on. Industrials, doing fine. I'll refresh this for you. It's doing fine. Even this bar right here, bottom's closed in the top half of its range. Now you can start to see why we do what we do. Technology, look at that. Technology. This is why, looking at this, doing this exercise, and by the way, we're about done. Doing this exercise tells us where to focus. I mean, even back here, when it's doing this, you're going, it looks pretty good. Maybe I should look at some tech stocks. And look at what some of the tech stocks have done. XLP, consumer staples, grinding on up. Let me refresh this for you. There we go. There's the volume. Grinding up. Consumer staples. Utilities, going sideways. Never really get super excited about utilities, okay? But it's grinding on up. Consumer healthcare. Look at this. What would this tell you when it was starting to do this? Oh, maybe I need to look at some healthcare stocks in that area. You can find out. You can find out very quickly what the top 5 stocks are in this group, and that helps you. Consumer discretionary just broke out, grinding on up. Metals and mining, no leadership here, move on. Retail, kind of lifting, but it's been a laggard. Don't focus on it. Software. What's the negative about this one? This thing doesn't hardly do any volume on a weekly, okay? It trades a little. Look at the volume on the daily. I mean, there's days this stock thing does. What is it? Less than 10,000 shares a day? That can catch you. So anyway, then we go back to the top. Look at the IBD 50. Anyway, folks, it is a great exercise. It's something we do for VIPs all the time. I just want to share with you. What does this do for you? It helps frame up where to focus and where not to focus. That makes it good for us. Anyway, I wanted to share this with you. I hope this helps you. Hope you all are having a good weekend, and we look forward to seeing you on Monday.